and good afternoon, Virgos, and this is Sunaina. I'm back once again into the reading for the month of February 2019. General reading for the sign of Virgo in this period of time. I hope you guys are doing well. Again, take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. Your element is the earth, your career planet is your Mercury, your ruling planet is Mercury as well, your love planet is Neptune, and your money planet is Venus, guys, okay, for Virgo. Now, with regards to your self or your self improvement in general for 2019, of course, there is a great dramatic change happening in your spiritual life. I think I have mentioned this before in your yearly forecast as well for the sign of Virgo. You guys are definitely progressing towards spiritual practice, teachings, and everything that relates to your spiritual wisdom. Now, 4 out of the 5 eclipses in 2019 will take a major impact on your spiritual life. You will definitely be guided or misguided with notions of what spiritual life is all about, okay? And there could be some superstitions that could also come in the way with regards to your spiritual practice. But these notions are happening for a reason, guys, okay? These notions are happening because your will is getting tested, and your will have to be revised and restructured according to your spiritual belief, okay? Now, this spiritual practice for the Virgos is because of interior revelation. The whole object of spiritual practice is about your interior revelation, and thus this change is happening. Some of you will be moving from one spiritual group to the next, okay, until some new bombshell appears or happens, and that again will change that kind of situation. But again, there are many scenarios that could happen in your life with regards to your spirituality. But the end result will be a new spiritual path and a new approach in 2019 towards your wisdom for Virgos, which is very, very good. I mean, nothing better than that. Now, as far as your month of February is concerned, let's see what Virgos have in store. Now, love for you guys this month will improve because in last month or in January 5th, it was getting better, and this will continue. On the 10th of February, Mercury, the ruler of your horoscope and a very important planet, guys, will move into your 7th house. Therefore, what's happening is on the 19th, the sun also moves into your house of love and stays there for the rest of the month, which means that you are in the yearly love and social peak time for Virgos, okay? Now, the two most spiritual planet of your chart will occupy the 7th house this month, which is Neptune, your generic spiritual planet, and the sun, the ruler of your spiritual house. This will give you many messages, and spiritual compatibility will be important in your love area for some years now. And this month, it becomes even more important in the month of February 2019. Okay. Now, with this kind of spiritual compatibility, the problems can be worked out in your area, in your love, in your social sector, in your professional career, yourself. But without this, very little can be solved. So take care to involve your spiritual compatibility in any area of your life, Virgos, that you will be having in the month of 2019. Now, love has been idealistic for many years for Virgos, but now even more so. This will be enhanced, okay? Singles, Virgo, or single Virgos who are searching for the perfect love will definitely have some fulfillment in that area. This month, they will definitely come close to the perfect love, which could be your divine love, an unconditional love that doesn't depend on human beings. Okay, so that is the kind of perfect love for the Virgos that they're looking for, the single Virgos as well. For you guys, love is ultra romantic this month. It's basically very dreamy kind of romanticism. Okay, Now, perhaps this could be an illusion for you, but it's a pleasant illusion, of course. And this little illusion that you're getting in your life in that area is definitely making your life more tolerable. Okay. The 18th and the 19th of February are particularly strong romantic days for the Virgo. Now, love, like I said, love and love opportunities for Virgo will happen more on the spiritual type of venues. Okay, you could meet somebody in your charitable events or charity event, in your spiritual lecture houses, wherever, something to do with spiritualism. That will get you involved in that aspect of your spiritual life as well. But again, there is a dark side to this transit which is happening with the Sun and Neptune that will rule the revelation of your hidden things. And sometimes, Virgos, this is not so pleasant at all, okay? Because a lot of things that you had been keeping to yourself, you had not been talking about, or your dark inner secrets, because of this kind of enhancement with Neptune and the Sun in your spiritual sector, lot of revelations of hidden things will come to the surface, okay? But they are not causing any kind of scandal for you, but what is happening is they are just revealing what is good, bad, or indifferent in that area of your life, okay? So basically, an impersonal light is going to be shining on your love and social life, Virgos. Now, Mars will travel with Uranus from the 11th to the 14th of the month of February 2019. This is a very dynamic aspect, okay? But again, sorry, be more mindful on the physical plane, because sometimes under this kind of conditions, your health could be affected. Some kind of surgery could be recommended under this kind of aspect, but it doesn't mean that you need it. You should probably go for a second opinion as well. Now, health in general will be little stressful, or will be quite stressful from the 19th of February onwards. So make sure to get enough rest, okay, and take the right wisdom approach, or the wise approach towards your health as well. Now, your financial planet Venus will move into Capricorn on the 3rd of the month of February. Therefore, the financial judgment will be good, sound, and trustworthy, of course. Okay, because being a Virgo, this is my understanding that you guys are very conservative in money matters. But again, this time of the year, take care of your money matter, but with a sound judgment and a trustworthy judgment. Okay, basically a good speculation on your wealth will be actually a better aspect for you, okay? Now, this is also a good month for you guys to set up budgets and long-term savings and investment plans that you should be focusing upon in the month of February 2019 to bring you the adequate result in your wealth or in your life of your financial success. Okay, so that is what it is with regards to Virgo for the month of February 2019. Now, as far as your current self is concerned, this month of 2019 February, you guys are in this weird kind of an energy for yourself. When I say weird, I call this is a beautiful card for me, but again, it's a new beginning for someone, okay? That's because you are kind of involving in some kind of a folly or a maniac, it's a mania, not maniac, sorry, but it's a mania that you are kind of engaging in some kind of extravagant activity, some kind of intoxication for yourself, that is bringing in some kind of delirium in yourself, some kind of frenzy, things like that. Basically, you are in a situation that you want to enjoy life in every respect, but at the same time, you want a new beginning, you want to move away from things that is no longer serving your purpose. But at the same time, when this card appears, it is also of caution for people, because before you take the next leap of faith towards a new beginning or towards something that is kind of pulling you that could be your romantic life, your personal life, your professional life, your emotional virtues, your psychological problems, whatever is kind of pulling you. Please do be cautious before you actually step into that area. Do a little self judgment, because a lot of things, like I said, your hidden facts could come into light because of Neptune and the Sun that's going to be moving in your zone in the month of February 2019. Okay, so therefore, even though your current self doesn't spell any kind of disaster or anything, but at the same time, this card, however good it may be, is also kind of giving me that caution, giving me the heads up on the caution, because you're wanting to play around with everything at this point in time. Okay, you do not care what is going to work for you, what is not going to work for you, what will bring you success, what is going to bring you the result, what is going to give you the benefit. You are basically careless. You're not kind of going deep down into those. You are taking everything, but at the same time you also want to achieve everything. You want to play around with everything in your current self in the month of February. But do that, if you have to, do that with a lot of caution, do that with a lot of wisdom, guys, because definitely if you just engage in that one particular self energy, that's not going to give you every result that you are looking for. At the same time, you definitely have to take the initiative to do things. You definitely have to take the action. You definitely have to go through, whatever the period of difficulty, your own self doubt, your own self ignorance. Take those into account. What you can give birth to, okay? What is going to work for you? What you need and what you don't need. What you need to give birth to and what you need to kill, okay? That's it. That is what this complete energy is giving you the heads up for the month of February 2019. Please take this in the way that you want to. Again, as I said, romantically, personally, professionally, in whatever area of your life that you can apply this particular energy towards too. But in your current self, definitely this is going to persist in the month of February 2019. But do things with caution, guys. That's what I have to tell you, okay? Now, the theme of your month for this time, February 2019, is coming up as an obstacle. There will be obstacles in your road. There will be adverse situations. There will be some kind of calamity. That will definitely is the theme of the month for Virgos in the time period of February 2019. Okay, so everything is not going to be very hunky dory, everything is not going to be very easy, everything is not going to bring you all success stories, even though you definitely want to achieve it. But at the same time, you will definitely have to go through some calamity. There will be some kind of disaster or adverse situations that could definitely uh, keep you unhappy for some period of time. But again, my advice or my spirit's advice to you is, if you can, please untie yourself from those situations. Even if you face those calamities, even if you face those adverse situations, even if you face those kind of any kind of wrongful actions from anybody or from any situation, try to get out of that as quickly as possible. Now, the reason is that if you do not and you stay tied to this particular energy, that is not going to help you. Okay, so whenever you see that things are not really in the right order and that's your theme, okay, there will be difficulties, there will be oppositions, there will be some kind of accidents and treacheries that is unforeseen and that could create some fatality in your life. But again, my advice to you guys is, please, as quickly as you can, release those kind of things in the way that you think is the right thing to do, or the right way to manifest the right result for yourself. Okay, so that is a very important part of this card. The meaning of this card is this, that whatever the situation and however the situation works out, do it with your maximum wisdom, but release those energies. Don't keep it tied with yourself or tied within yourself. Don't mourn over it. Don't spend time grieving over those kind of adverse situations, but get out of it as quickly as you can to move into the next phase of your life. Okay. Now, over here, the key goal for the month or for the Virgos this month is definitely that this person has kind of got scattered enemies, okay, or is scattering his enemies. He's kind of pushing them away, okay, whatever the enmity in his life could be. He's kind of scattering or pushing them away with his skill, with his bravery, with his capacity, with his defense mechanism, that he can address that enmity issue in his life, the wrath, the war situation, the destruction, the opposition, and even uh, even the ruined situation that he's pushing away, whatever is not manifesting in his life. And that's your key goal for the month of February 2019 for the Virgos, that you guys are successfully getting a hold of your energy in the right way, to make yourself, to keep yourself free from any kind of adverse situations that could definitely bring in some kind of destruction. And how you're going to be doing it, just as I said, is by holding on to your belief, to your spiritual wisdom, to your sense of enhancement, to your own logic, okay, to your own logic, to your own understanding, to your own wisdom. That is what you are going to be holding on at this point in time, because that is what you can apply to disperse the situations that is not going to be working for you or is not working for you. Okay, so you are basically using your possessions of yourself, your inner strength, your outer strength, that you are holding on, cleaving on to onto it, and those are the strength and those are the gifts that are your blessings. They are your legacy, they are your inheritance at this point in time, and that is what you are holding on to scatter your enemies, to push away things that is not going to be working for you in the month of February 2019. Good job, guys. That's a very, very nice key goal to have, right? Because at the end of the day, sometimes in life, you'll have to learn your lessons, but you learn your lessons, and when you can walk in the right fashion, that's when your lessons are absolutely coming into the right direction. And how you're going to use your blessings and your gift to bring back that success story in your life is definitely dependent upon you. What strength you're going to be using, what oppositions you have, what are the weaknesses you have, and how you can convert them into your strength is totally dependent on your wisdom, guys. Okay, and that is what the Virgos are going to be doing in the month because of their spiritual enhancement for the month of February 2019. That's definitely a very good job, Virgos. Now, as your obstacle, guys, this is coming up as an obstacle because your heart is very true now. Okay, you have the joy, you want the joy, want the contentment, you want the nourishment, you want the abundance, you definitely want the fertility, you want everything. You want the holy table for yourself, you want to felicitate, you want to felicitate your celebrate, felicitate your own spiritual wisdom, everything that you have. But that's coming up as an obstacle at this part because you won't be able to completely fill the cup in the month of February, even though you want it. Okay, even though you definitely want this to happen, because that's going to take you time to bring back everything together, to put back everything together that you don't have at this point in time, even though you are striving for it, even though you're working hard for it, even though you are trying to manifest the world in every abundance in yourself. But at the same time, this is not going to be entirely feasible in the month of February 2019, guys, okay? But again, that doesn't mean that you have to stop yourself. That doesn't mean that you have to end your goal. You can keep on working on this, okay? Because you definitely can bring back your assured success. You can get back your route, in the route that you want to walk into the voyage that you want to emigrate into your change of residency, wherever you want to go, live, stay, have a vacation, whatever you have to do. That's going to take you some time, Virgos. But definitely, it's a good energy that you have, it's a good notion in your mind. Keep working towards it. That would be my guidance to you. Definitely do not stop, because if you stop, that's going to stop. That energy is going to stop. You definitely do not, because it's a good energy to hold on to. Your desire, your will, your ambition, to me, is the biggest energy of all. To have it in the right place is the biggest blessings of all. So definitely keep that going, keep it flowing, guys. Do not take it away from yourself, okay? Your major accomplishment this month, of course, will be the qualities that actually summons up this person in here, the Queen of Pentacles, okay? Because she is, in all, she is the idea of the greatness of soul, of spiritual wisdom, okay? She has her intelligence in place. She contemplates her symbol of wisdom with grace and dignity, definitely. And that is enhancing her spiritual wisdom to the level that she can see the world even in herself. Okay, so she has that opulence, she has the generosity, she has that security, she has everything. She has the liberty to do everything in the rightful way, and she also has the magnificence in herself, the blessing, the power, the wisdom, the guidance, the abundance to manifest all these strength in the right way. And that is going to be your major accomplishment, Virgo, again because of your Sun and Neptune, your spiritual wisdom that is only being enhanced and taken into a different, completely different path, into a higher level that even you don't know is happening in your world at this point in time. And that is when your cup is going to get filled. Okay, so this will be your major accomplishment. That is when, because it's coming up as an obstacle, as I said to you, because the universe is giving you the direction now as to how definitely and in what way you can fill the cup going forward in the month of February 2019, in doing and imbibing and embodying the energy of this beautiful divine soul. Okay, so that is what it is for you guys in the month of February 2019. Now, what you need to avoid in this period, Virgos, is feeling of suffering, pain, fear, everything that is giving you so much of trouble in whichever area of your life you can apply that to, okay? Your tears, your sadness, your ideas of desolation that you have, that is what it is with this card, and that is what you definitely need to avoid in the month of February 2019, because it's going to block out the other energies. And this you can do is by getting rid of your fear, of your terror, okay, of your being scared of anything that has gone wrong in the past, and you feel that it's going to come back and haunt you again. But at the same time, if you cannot avoid this fear, this terror, this kind of secretive kind of fear that you're holding on to in the dark at this point, and that terror is going to only kill you, and that you do not need, okay? Because that terror is going to create deception, it's going to create error in your judgment as well, Okay, because you know you have hidden enemies, and that is why in your key goal you are working towards clearing your road. Okay, but again, this is what you need to avoid, in yourself, with regards to your hidden enemies, with regards to your danger, with regards to any calamity, with your terror, with your deception, and your error, and judgment error. Okay, so do happen to keep this energy away in the month of February, because other energies in your chart is very, very good. So please, even if that happens, Virgos, push it away, scatter it, okay? Turn them into dust and throw them out, okay? That is what my advice would be for you guys, because at this point in time the other energies are so good that you definitely do not want to engage yourself in a wrong energy that is going to take away your rightful energies that is being coming as a blessing to you at this point in time, and you do not want to do that. Okay, so take care, Virgos. Keep those energies away, leave them behind, scatter them, like I said, turn them into dust and throw them away. And instead, please embrace this energy. Okay, embrace if you have malice as well. Try to take it away from yourself. Okay, because this card is talking about some kind of malice in your life as well, some kind of deceit in your life. Okay, that's definitely, this is what you don't need or you don't want in your life. What you want is an upright card like this. Okay, what you need to embrace is this lady actually. Okay, but the card I've got is this, which is talking about deceit, malice, and everything that is not right. But again, if the deceit and malice happens, since it's a reverse card, I would interpret this in this way, is that even if the deceit and malice is sticking in your heart for any reason, please try to clear that road. Okay, by cutting it away, because you don't need that deceit in your heart anymore. You don't need any kind of falseness in your heart that you're going to be holding on, because that's only going to pull your energy down, and you don't want it, Virgos, because other energies are so good that you definitely can go move forward if you actually kill the negative and the bad energies that is going to enable you to look and move forward in the right direction, guys. And that is definitely calling for it. This is definitely the calling of this particular energy in here. So keep this in mind, guys, because you definitely have to move forward. You definitely want to make a new beginning. You want to apply your skills in the rightful direction. You want to reflect and study upon areas that has not worked for you. But if you keep hanging on to the deceit and secret and terrors, you won't be able to do this. Okay, so therefore please pay heed and importance to news, messages, anything that is going to help you to rule yourself in the right direction and manage your skills in the rightful way, Virgo. Okay, so that is what you need to embrace at this point in time, because definitely, and this I have said many a times to many people over the readings that I have done, if you keep hanging on to the negative energy, guys, you won't let the positive flow in. And you definitely do not want to stop your blessings from coming into your life. Okay, so please remember that. And again, where do you find your support, guys? You find your strength in competition. Okay, you find your strength in the struggle that has happened to you when you had run after the riches and fortune. Okay, that's where you find your strength, guys. That's where you find your support. When you look back, when you go back into yourself, you know what you have done. You know, because you are your best judge. Okay, so therefore, this card is talking to me of gold, of gain, and opulence at the same time. So whatever example you have set in your life to fight for whatever it is in the rightful way, that is where you find your support. You definitely will find your strength in competition, and you will find your strength and support in the struggle of the search for your riches and your fortune that you have adopted in the period of time. But going forward in the month of February, when you look back into these areas of your life and you reflect and meditate upon your strength and weaknesses, that's where you're going to find your support, guys, for the month of February 2019. But at the same time, take the right advice, guys. Okay? And the right advice could be your self advice, could be your intuitive voices, or advice from people you believe and trust in life. That's where you will find your strength and your support in this period of time in the month of February 2019. Okay, and that is what you need to do, and that is what you will want to do going forward in the rightful direction. Now, as my spirit, my guide, my angels have told me, and I should relay this to you again, the outcome would be to move away from emotional baggages, to move away from deceit, to move away from terror, to move away from secrets, dark, hidden self revelations that you will have to face through in the month of February, keeping yourself free from all the negative aspects of your life. That's where you want to go. You want to sail away into the much calmer water. Okay, and how you do that in this month is definitely through your wisdom of knowledge. Okay, by gaining knowledge through news, messages, by doing your vigilance or your spying activities, your cross examining things in whatever way. Okay, but that is how this particular information that you will gather in this month in February 2019 will definitely help you to move forward in life in this period of time, keeping away things that is not going to manifest the right result for you, that is not going to bring you any happiness at the end of the day, that's only going to pull you down, and you definitely don't want. Okay, so please keep that energy in mind as to how you can manifest the right love attitude in yourself, that's going to only bring back the Two of Cups for you in every direction of your life. But again, if you can do things in the rightful way, guys, okay? So keep that in mind. Take care to protect yourself in the rightful way, to pay attention in the areas that definitely will want your attention, but at the same time do not engage in things that is not going to manifest this love and abundance in your life. Okay, so please keep that as an outcome. An entire judgment card that I had asked for Virgos as well, it says you will have to depend on your news. That's what I said here too. On your news, on the return of some good news, on the return of some news in some other way, on the return of some alliances that you had built. Okay, but keep yourself away from false projects in life, from things that you were doing before that even you knew is not going to yield you the right result, but either you had been doing it to protect your own ego, or you had been doing it to kind of pamper somebody's ego. Okay, that's just in general that I'm trying to say here, but at the same time, throw those things away as a last judgment card in here for the month of February 2019. And this is your guidance for this entire month of 2019, Virgos. Again, like I said, always enjoy this time of the year. Take what you have to, whatever resonates with you. Leave what doesn't resonate with you, but listen to yourself. Listen to your inner wisdom. Listen to yourself. Do the right things to get the right result in your life. With this, I end my video. Khuda Hafiz, Namaste, goodbye, and God bless.